What's your morning routine before you get, Katie's off to college now.
Yeah, I don't know what she's doing.
Would you have to wake her up?
No, never.
No,
she was great to wake up on her own. Even through the teenage years, she did a good job getting up and getting out of school on her own. But I know all parents don't have it that easy.
We're getting close to the school year, and Dr. Charlitta Hatch joins us this morning. She's host of the Community Classroom. She's your CMS District 1 rep. Dr. Hatch, good morning to you.
Good morning. Happy Monday.
You are up and at 'em and sound like you're ready to go.
Are you a morning person, Dr. Hatch, like overall in general?
I thought I was a morning person until I had children. And then once they started getting up at 5:30, I realized that being a 6:30, 7 o'clock person is not considered a morning person at all.
We're coming up on a new school year. I mean, it's wild to think. 2026, 2027 school year. It's even weird to say 2027, right? What's got you excited for this school year? I mean, CMS District 1, you're in the know. You know what's going on. Give us the insight. What are you excited about?
I am always going to be excited about the possibilities for our children. Our tagline at CMS is endless possibilities. And the more I learn, the more I'm obsessed with how do we make the system easier for parents to understand all of the cool things that are happening in our schools and how can they be a part of it? Meaning you could go to a school where there are robots and drones walking around your classroom hall, just like they do on a college campus. Or you could be at a school where it's so focused on arts that the ballerinas are greeting you when you first walk into school. I mean, it's just so many cool things that I didn't even imagine could happen in the schools, and they're happening in our schools.
The beginning of the school year can definitely be overwhelming. You get all the notifications, you got forms, you got to make sure you got all the stuff. What's kind of like the general advice for maybe the parent that's feeling a little overwhelmed with whether their kid's just going off to kindergarten or maybe they're, coming up on the senior year and got a little bit of senioritis themselves? What's your advice for the start of the year to make it a success?
I will continue to say start now. So all of the forms, all of the apps, all of that stuff will come. But making sure, and I just had the conversation with my son last night. He's going to the 4th grade. He's been staying up between 9:30, 10 o'clock over the summer. I said, starting this week, it's 8:45. Don't want to hear the drama. I don't want to hear the attitude. You have to start practicing and getting your body reset. We can't start once school start with that. And some of the responsibilities that we expect for him going into the 4th grade, including making sure that he's packing his own lunch, checking his own lunch menu, doing those things. I'm like, we're starting now. So that's the first thing. The second thing I will say, if you feel overwhelmed, it's a really easy question to ask your teacher. Hey, I'm lost, or I can't do all of this by the deadline you said. What's the most important thing for me to do to make sure that my child is safe and learning?
It's a new age, I would say, in the world, right? AI has just taken over everything. Obviously, y'all are looking at many different ways AI can and should be implemented. But there's this old school concept, and I don't know at what point it kind of took over, but people started treating school more like daycare. They're just assuming that there was no responsibility on the household. No. My tax dollars do this. I just get you out the door, and then they take care of the rest. I found that to be a fallacy. Is that true, though? Can we just kick the kids out the house and y'all take care of everything? Is that how it's supposed to work?
No. And, I have wrestled with this question so much. I'm like, when did it change? What has changed? Have we made things too easy? I am not sure, but I am totally with you that if you want the very best for your child, which we all do, you have to figure out how to become a partner with your child's teacher, not an adversary, or not even disengage. You have to figure out how to become a partner. And here are some of the ways you could do that. Just like we asked the teacher just a few minutes ago when we said, hey, what are the things I need to know to keep, or do this first week of school to make sure my child is safe and learning when it comes to like the forms and having the school supplies they need and all of that is one question. The other question you could ask is, what are some of the things that I can do to help you make sure you're giving the very best to our students? Because what we know and the research tells us is that there is no substitute for a high quality instructor. And how do we carry those lessons forward? And I've even had to ask my child's teacher, I don't understand this report that you're giving me, whether it's, an EOG test or MVPA or all the things, all the letters of tests that they take. I'm like, I don't know how this translates to what I'm supposed to be doing at home. Can you help me? And they will, and they want to. So no, you cannot just drop your kid off like daycare. You got to at least read 15 minutes a day and ask the teacher specifically, what should I be doing to help my child to continue to learn and thrive, so we can partner, and that's a big word, partner, throughout the school year together.
We're talking with Dr. Charlitta Hatch. She's the CMS District 1 rep. She's also host of The Community Classroom, airs every Monday from 5 to 6 p.m. here at WSIC. You can listen live. You can also watch live because we video live stream everything. You can catch it on demand and always the WSIC News app. Dr. Hatch, what's on tap for the show today?
Man, y'all have got to tune in. We have Robin Fearman. She is a North Carolina native. She is the executive director for Teach for America North Carolina. So when you start to think about the students that get right out of college and they decide that they want to get in front of our kids and teach, and they are committed to going into schools that are typically Title I schools, not all of them, but some, you have somebody who's been studying what type of training, education, professional development, community resources do teachers need to thrive. And she is unlocking all of the nuggets from advocacy at the states to how do you partner with local schools to what parents need to know. So it is such a timely discussion for today.
My wife, Demi, she was at First Ward Elementary for her first 5 years, and some wonderful programs, too, for loan forgiveness, too, if you teach at Title I schools. That's a nice added benefit as well.
Yes.
Now she's at a charter school, but there is need still in the District 1 area. What are those resources or ways, like, when we think about, free and reduced lunch or those other type of wonderful resources for those that are less fortunate, what's the best way to direct someone, or where do you recommend they go if they want to explore potential resources for them if they're in need as a family?
I think going back to, I was just thinking about our question earlier, Justin, about like what's changed. I think thinking about your local school as your community. And so how do you then maybe go to a neighboring community and ask them, how can I support? So I know someone who had about 50 backpacks, and I'm like, you know what, why don't you just go to the principal at your school? You think that maybe your kids at your school might not need it, but there's a high likelihood that every school has children in it that needs additional support, and your principal knows who those students are. So in addition to backpacks and school supplies, I've been lifting up things I'm hearing from other teachers like snacks, because if your child, particularly in elementary school, does not have their own snack, teachers are usually giving snacks on their own. So think about maybe donating snacks for there to be kind of classroom supplies, even in your child's classroom, or give it to your child's principal. And laundry kits, small laundry kits, so kids can smell good and feel good before they walk into class. So a lot of students or a lot of teachers are also pulling kids to the side, helping them wash up, or, helping them, clean up their clothes if they're dirty. So those are 3 things that I have learned, but it all starts with your kid's principal or your kid's teacher, whichever one you feel most comfortable asking.
Yeah, Dr. Hatch, for like working parents or single parents that are listening who say, I don't have time to help out with classrooms. I got to go to work. I got to, it's all I can do, just get them on the bus in the morning. What are ways that they can help out and be involved in their kids' school?
So I encourage everybody to join the PTA. So it is not just for parents who do not work outside the home. I think you start there and you commit to one thing, right? So one, paying the dues allows us parents who have the ability to potentially be in the school walls a little more, to be able to have the resources that they need. And then if you can pick one thing, one day, one thing that you can do to support your PTA, it goes a long way, because it takes a village, and we're all a village with each other.
Dr. Charlitta Hatch, she's CMS District 1 rep. All right, District 1, you go around, you talk to all the people, you talk to all the school, you know all the people and the players and all that now. Your thoughts, District 1, what's going on? Give us the insight overall as a district. How you feel, what's going on?
District 1 is thriving. I'm so happy to represent this district. We have certainly opportunities, but many of the things that I'm working on, particularly in the next couple of months, which you all will probably appreciate, is really around the infrastructure and the growth in our area and how our carpool times pick up and drop off are kind of exponentially increasing that. And so I'm working very closely with the towns and our CMS staff to see if there are things that we can do differently to help relieve some of the traffic and congestion.
Okay, even traffic and congestion.
My
getting
goodness,
to schools
taking care of
too,
it all, right?
But we'll say good problems to have.
Yes.
Dr. Charlitta Hatch, CMS District 1 rep, also host of the Community Classroom every Monday, 5 to 6 p.m. Catch it live, catch it on demand, whatever you need to do to stay connected. Learn what's going on in your district. Thanks, Dr. Hatch. We appreciate you stopping by this morning.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.